Well, there used to be an old house out here, and I think that's all that's left of it. I remember growing up and coming out here, it was a 2-story, just abandoned house in the middle of nowhere in Virginia. And there it is. I don't know if it fell on its own, or if it got knocked down, or what. Judging from the wood, I guess it came down on its own. That's pretty significant termite damage. I guess that's something that the beams were set on, maybe. That's where the chimney was. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. This was kind of a cool house. Had a lot of old-timey touches, like the vintage wallpaper. You can see the rest of the chimney there. I remember one of the walls was full of wasps, or no, not wasps, honeybees. And they would go in and out and had huge combs. That was on the other side over there. There's some kind of foundation, or I don't know what that is. There are bricks all over the place. It wasn't a brick house, but man, there's a lot of bricks everywhere. See the green shingles? That was most likely put on right before it was abandoned. And I don't know why it was abandoned. There's a lot of abandoned old houses around here. You can see part of the chimney there. The foundation. A lot of these old houses had outbuildings like this, which this one is still standing, thankfully. But the people would basically just dump their trash all in a pile here and there. You can kind of see it over there. But if you dug all through here, you would see, you could dig up old bottles. I remember at one time, it's not there anymore, at one time over there, there was an old DeSoto car that was crashed into a tree, and the tree had grown up through the grill. Maybe I'll walk over there later and see if I can find it, or if it looks like they'd moved it. But this was an outhouse. I don't know if this was actually like a toilet outhouse or just an outbuilding. Anybody want a turtle shell? But these buildings were built reasonably well, because as you can see, there's nothing on it, and it's probably been here, I don't know, who knows, 100 years. There's a house near here that was built in 1926. This one may have been older. I don't know. These 2x4s don't look. They're true 2x4s, but they don't look terribly old. Maybe some kind of animal lived, like a dog house or something. Yeah, I would definitely say this was an animal building of some sort. This is interesting. Oh no, it's growing through there. I was like, this thing is literally not attached. But yeah, termites have been eating this thing alive. Yeah, you can see, I don't know, let me try to zoom in. This is how the people lived back then, because they didn't have dumps. They would basically just dump their trash, right near the house. And like I said, you can dig around in this area, and I mean, there's just bottles, 100-year-old glass bottles, amber, all sorts of stuff. It's just really cool. I mean, if you have time, some kind of archaeology, whatever, it would be a fun thing to do. I'm guessing that thing is part of the electric run into the house. Looks like an insulator, maybe. Yeah, you can see the plaster. See the boards that they would make the walls out of, and then the plaster right there. But I guess that's how these things were built, right up on. I don't think the cinder blocks are original. They might be, which would mean this house is maybe, I don't know how old cinder blocks are, but I would say maybe 100 years old. But I think those the brick pedestal thing that I showed you before, I think that was more of the foundation. And the big thick boards, real 2x4s. That's kind of neat. That brick is, or the cinder block is got kind of a rough treatment on it. Kind of looks like stone a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to pause this for a minute and see if I can go find that DeSoto. On the way over there, I was just going to show you, this is what it looks like. I mean, just, when they were done with something or something rusted out, they just threw it right in the trash pile down here. Oh, I think I see the car. It's in a lot worse condition than it used to be. But I believe that's it. I see a bumper. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's it. It's in nowhere near the condition that it used to be. You can see right there the grill. This tree used to be standing, and the car was literally wrapped around this tree. The tree grew up right through the engine bay. I guess they left the front and maybe scrapped the back. You can see the metal growing right up through the tree there. Oh, it used to be so cool. I wish the car was here. They must have dragged it out to scrap it. I don't know if this is pieces of it here. Yeah, this is probably pieces of it. Maybe a leaf spring. Yeah, definitely a leaf spring. You can see where it attached to the car there. Yeah. There's quite a few old cars. Trash. That I don't know if people stole them or what they did, and then just took them out here and joyrided and crashed them. But man, there used to be a ton of them. But that's a real shame, because that car looks so cool, crashed into that tree, and then the tree just reclaimed it. If you go that way, there's quite a few more cars, but they're pretty far away. I'm going to go look one more place over here. And just show you a trash pile. See, this is one such trash pile. I mean, you look, I don't know how old this is, but it's kind of hard to say. Textured glass bottle. Another whatever that is, that person loves to drink this stuff. Shell. But that's what all this is. I mean, you could dig through here and who knows what you'll find. I found a motorcycle one time. I don't know, that may be part of that car, who knows. This is how it was in Virginia, though. People built a house on a plot of land, and you know, we're pretty much self-sufficient. No dumps, no nothing. Just made use of what was around you. But I found some really old amber bottles, the kind where they would put the cork in, or whatever it was, and pull it to seal it, and to unseal it, like to drink it or get to what was inside, you would actually push the cork down inside the bottle. These are probably newer. This is who knows, 10 to 2. Oh, Dr. Pepper. A Dr. Pepper bottle. I might keep that. It's kind of neat. But see, these trash piles, that's all this is. It's just trash from people who used to live here. You know, back in the 40s or 50s or whenever, before they let this place go. Of course, that's not old. That's styrofoam. But anyway. Oh, here we go. Here's a really good example of it. I'm actually walking on a trash pile now, which this may have been a structure, because you can see there's bricks and masonry throughout. This was probably a structure of some sort at one point. I'm gonna set that down because I'm gonna keep that. But see, this one looks newer. See a lot of screw on bottle tops. Baking King. Yeah, see, there must have been a house or some kind of building over here, because there's a lot of times too. Oh, this is interesting. That's plastic. A lot of times what they would do, they would throw this stuff under the house. For some reason, underneath the house is just got tons and tons of bottles, like they were hoarders or something. This one. Oh, no. Juice. Juice. I don't know what kind of juice. I don't think these are very old. Generally, this is kind of a cool one. No markings on it, but I like that top, how it's not. Oh, mason jar. No, it's not a mason jar. Anyway, it's always very cool. You never know what you're going to walk across, come up on. There's an old fire extinguisher, it looks like, or something. Anyway, very cool. If I had a shovel, I'll bet I could find some really cool crap in this pile. Like this. What is this? Made in USA. I don't think it's very old, but it's... Oh, maybe cologne with that little tiny top. Focus. Focus. I like this. I like that Dr. Pepper, though. I'm gonna keep that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little jaunt. I was hoping to see the DeSoto in the house, but oh well, can't win them all, I guess. That looks like part of an air conditioner, car maybe. Definitely a structure though, because there's bricks all over the place. And same thing over here. Just bottles and bottles and bottles. Bottles, bottles. Every now and then though, you'll get to one that was turn of the century, man. That's a lot of fun. Anyway, just a quick little hike to see if I could see that house, which is, as you could tell, no longer there. A lot of newer trash here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you all have a good day.